Rachel, tell me about our sense of smell and the ability to affect our mood.
So I'm an expert on the psychological science of scent, and my research for the past over 25 years has shown how our sense of smell compared to any of our other senses evokes the most emotional and evocative kinds of memories, really bringing us back, really transforming our mood. And that's because the sense of smell is directly and uniquely tied to the part of the brain where emotion and memories are processed, and none of our other senses is linked up like that.
Wow. So our smell, our scent, does it have anything to do with the seasons of change?
So when we're experiencing a new season, it's a time of transformation, and we look to the world around us to sort of try to get in line with that. So we may bring colors into our home, we may dress differently, and bringing in at this time of year new fragrances, and this is why I've partnered with Glade, because they really understand the importance of scent, and they have a new autumn collection of candles and other fragrances that can really help get in line with the transformation.
Great. What are some of the kind of fragrances that people are drawn to now at this time of the year?
Well, because of the change of the seasons, and we think of, more woody smells and sort of appley smells and pumpkin smells and other kinds of cool fragrances. So this is the time of year when you want to have fragrances like that to help your mood be inspired for the new season, because of no other experience we have, even though definitely it's great to bring in colors and do other kinds of things, but if you want your mood to be transformed, then you want to look to scent.
Interesting. And I'm the type of person that smells bother me to an extent, if they're too powerful or not. Is there any difference with people that are more sensitive to smell?
So definitely we all differ in terms of how sensitive we are to smells. It actually has to do with the number of receptors that we have tuned into different kinds of chemical compounds. Like everything we perceive is a chemical, and whether it's in your garden or coming out of a candle or whatever the case might be. And so you really have to, though there's no right or wrong with respect to that, I really say follow your nose and let that be your guide in terms of selecting the fragrances that feel right for you.
Well, great. How can the autumn fragrances then, you had mentioned about possibly feelings, sensation, exhilaration in the home, this type of season or any other season?
So what was the question? Sorry, I didn't catch the question.
Sure. You talked a little bit more about, the different feelings in the season, the smelling things, whether it's pumpkin or can you go into more into detail about that?
Sure. So the whole thing is that you want to get into the mood of the season. And because our sense of smell is so tied to the part of the brain where moods are processed, and when we experience a scent, it makes us want to approach what we are attracted to if we really like the scent. So I would say that getting fragrances such as the Glade collection has so well done with its limited collection for the autumn season, doing other sorts of things. You can bring in, bouquets of fresh cut wood if you wanted to. You can, accent your home with different kinds of accoutrement, colors and new pillows and that sort of thing. So there's a whole variety of ways to do that, but definitely the particular seasonal scents are pumpkin. We have, there's a patchouli kind of scent that's in the new Glade collection, the spiced apple scent. There's a whole variety of things that you can do.
Now, is it important to update our fragrances as the seasons change?
Definitely we want to have new feelings with the new seasons, because rather than just kind of going through the kind of a humdrum, it's autumn, it's going to get cold, people tend to sort of actually close down when it goes from summer to autumn. That's kind of because of the change of the weather and that kind of thing. Whereas you really want to be able to open up and embrace the season. So I think it's really important to have scents that can do that, because invigorating scents and motivating scents and inspiring scents can really help you sort of face it forward rather than shutting down and, kind of going away from it.
Does Glade have other seasonal?
I actually do not know if Glade has other seasonal scents, but this is their new limited edition autumn fragrance collection that they have going right now.
Awesome. So where can we go to learn more about this, Rachel?
Well, Glade.com is a great place to go for more information about all the general scents that they have happening now. And I also have a website, RachelHerz.com, if you're just interested in the science of scent.
Great. Now, is there anything we didn't cover?
Well, I don't think so. I think you asked great questions. I think this is really good, just understanding the transformation of the season and how scent is really the key for getting into that transformation and bringing your mood forward as we enter the cooler weather.
Great. Well, Rachel, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, Cynthia.